Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is JoyToy time, and it is my favorite Cult of San Raja. Currently my favorite of the lines, yes, even above their Warhammer 40k stuff. I just love this Cult of San Raja stuff. Two more releases, two more women, as you can see, Mara and Kate, and we're expecting the mech, if not this week, then it will be in January, unless there are any delays. The first mech for the Cult of San Raja line. We've had, let me see, we've had 4 figures released so far and 3 bikes. Though 2 of the bikes are just the same, just different names and just small differences. And now we've got 2 more female figures. That'll make it, it's 4 figures so far, sorry. So that will make it 3 guys, 3 girls. We have Mara, looks pretty cool. And then who I'm particularly looking forward to, Kate, with this sort of a cowboy look going on. These look fantastic. So boxes. We get a look at the actual figures, what they look like. 1/18 scale look really quite cool. I love these flared bottoms and the trousers there. Back just shows some poses. They do look very nice. That's an awesome pose there. Fantastic looking. It should tell us normally somewhere how big they are. We know they're 1/18 scale. Okay, we'll measure them later, not to worry. If you like this sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon. The link in the top right of your screen now, also in the video description. And in the video description below, you can also find discount links to 4 recommended sellers. Click on the links, you get a discount, or there'll be a code by the actual seller's name. So it is worth checking those out, because you can get your toys for cheaper, basically. Okay, let me unbox these, and let's get into this. Back in an instant. Okay, here they are, everything they come with except their additional hand. They come with 2 extra hands each, but I didn't bother taking them out to put them in this video. Look really good, but there is a criticism straight away, and that is the heads, particularly Kate, the cowboy sort of sheriff one, appear to be kind of small, but we'll look at that a bit later. But they do look good. Very, very nice looking tool. I haven't action posed them yet. I'll do it a bit later. Let's have a look at Mara first. Actually, much better in hand than I thought it should be. Almost like a biker chick with them boots. Very nice looking. Sort of Kate's getting the limelight there. Can put a sort of a Uzi, her machine pistol on the side. I love this sort of a sheath the knife, like a knife, a downwards facing one. Quickly pull out. Very, very cool. So her knife with this pink handle looks like this. Very, very nice indeed. Push that back in. It's quite a tight fit, so you probably won't get it to go all the way. It takes a bit of figuring out to get that Uzi to fit in nicely. Her Uzi or machine pistol. Pretty cool like this. Let me arm her up now. See how she holds these. Holds the pistol particularly well. I've just taken the sheath off with the knife. There we go. It's just a pin that goes into the back of the belt and go anywhere you want. I should probably have to change the hands over to hold the knife, so I might do that in a second. But you can see she holds the pistol very nicely. Let's get the hand straight. Looks pretty cool. Not an action pose yet, just holding the gun. In a second I will change hands over again and let her hold everything nicely. Let's look at Kate. So here is Kate, and this head just seems tiny, like there's no nose on it. And the inking is, there's hardly any inking on the abs. Whereas when you saw the box, that was quite heavily inked. Some nice details. 2 guns, the same, though the holsters are reversed. 1 silver, 1 gold. She's got rope. She's got the whip. Love the flared bottoms and the trousers there. Heavy ink in the bottom, which is pretty cool. Come to the back. See how the ammo sits on the belt there. Good inking on the pink as well. Very, very nice looking figure. Now, again, she's got an open hand here. I'll have to change this hand for her to hold both pistols, but she holds the whip nicely. And in the hand she comes default with, let's take out the gold pistol. The hands are quite soft plastic or rubbery, and she does hold that particularly, come on arm, which way are you going to bend? There we go. Particularly well too, I think. But no drilled barrel. Come on, JoyToy, drill the barrels. Pretty nice. So what I'll do now is I'm going to change over their left hands to gripping hands and set them up with their weapons in action poses, and then we'll do size and comparisons and so on, and articulation and so on. So back in an instant. Here they are posed for action. They pose well. They do look really, really nice. Now, when it comes to articulation, the jackets they're wearing is going to hinder their articulation a fair bit. It is removable from what I can tell. We'll have a closer look in a moment. So I'm going to quickly look at Kate's box again. And you'll see our midsection there. Look at the midsection on the box. Far more heavy inking on this version here. They do look really, really quite cool, I have to say. Very nice looking figures. Just their heads, particularly Kate's, the cowboy sort of sheriff one, the head is just, it feels too small. Particularly got a mask on it as well. Okay, let's look at articulation. So I will do Mara first, who maybe I will like more than Kate by the end of this review, possibly. Articulation will be similar. Let me just zoom out slightly. Okay. So these jackets are removable, you see, but she can have black arms if you remove the jacket, so look a bit strange. So head, oops, pops off straight away, but it's just a barbell joint. Okay, head is a left, right, up and down, a bit side to side, but that will pop off if you're not careful. Shoulders all the way around to the side. She's getting just over 90 on both, which is good. Bicep looks like it should be okay on her. Over 90, over 90. And the wrists are on a joint, so line up the wrist in the right direction, and you will, which way is that wrist? There you go. You'll get great articulation. You have to twist it round and line it up for the direction you want. You can swivel from the elbow joint. She's got torso, forwards, backwards, small side to side. That's actually pretty damn good, actually, if I'm honest. Twist. Does she have waist? She has waist as well for twist. Small forwards, backwards, side to side together. Forwards is pretty good. Backwards is fantastic. Sideways is fantastic and fantastic. As you can see there, very, very nice. Hips outwards, wow, really quite good. Forwards is great. Backwards, about this far, and then it starts going out to the side. That's really good in the forwards, backwards, but the hips gaps do open up a little bit. There is a thigh twist, double kneecap, skinny legs, nice and tight, but she does have black joints there. She uses white joints really, but never mind. There is that a boot turn? There's no boot turn, but you get a very good foot swivel inwards and outwards. You get a decent tippy toe. Dorsiflexation is, let's have a look. I'm just going to straight. Not bad. So pretty good articulation on Mara here. I wish they'd supplied jacketed arms as well, so you could do without the jacket. Okay, so here is our friend Kate, whose articulation I'm presuming is going to be worse. Let's take the hat off. So Kate, left is okay, right is less because the gas mask. Up and down a little bit because you've got the little scarf. Side to side is pretty good. Shoulders all the way around both sides. Lateral raise better than Mara's. There we go. Over 90 on both. Biceps looks to be a bit worrying. So this one is under 90 and this one is about 90. So her left is about 90 and her right's a little bit under. Trunk. Backwards is pretty good. Forwards is alright. Side to side is good. She can turn a little bit. Waist, there's a turn. Small forwards, backwards, and side to side. Just take the holsters off. Her together. Pretty good. Hands are the same articulation as you've got a Mara. Line the joint up. And again, twist from the elbow. Legs, not as good. Almost as good in the forwards. Backwards is not as good, but still pretty damn good. Again, it's a thigh twist, double kneecap. Bit more chunky, but still looks good there. And the feet, she does have a sort of a boot turn. There's a tiny swivel. There's a tippy toe. And there's a small dorsiflexation. So it's not bad on her as well. Right, let me just put a hat back on, stand them up, and get a measurement. Okay, let's go for size. About the same. Mara's going to be a bit bigger for hair, perhaps. So see, Mara is around about 10 to the top head, 10.5 to the hair, and about 10 to the top of the head of Kate, pretty much. So that's their sizes. Okay, what I'm going to do now is set them up again, and then set them up with the other Cult of San Raja figures for a quick comparison. And then I'll look at them with a couple of other figures as well for a further comparison. So stay tuned, I'll be back in an instant. So here are the rest of the Cult of San Raja figures that have been released so far. We have Eli here. We have, which one's Neil? Neil is, I think Neil is this one. We also have Logan, and then the last guy, I've forgotten his name. You have a quick look in his box. Where's his box gone? No, that's Logan again. Last guy looks like it is Jack, and Jack is the guy with the sort of sword machete hybrid thing there. And they are really nice looking figures. Just that Mara and Kate don't really look like they belong to that gang. Might be part of that universe, but they don't look like they're part of that faction or part of that gang. But they are great looking figures, just that their heads just feel a bit small. Now what's nice about these Cult of San Raja figures is, apart from the fact that they're really nice looking, I think she's still my favourite eyelash. She's just awesome, that sort of bunny rabbit there as well. So even though they're really good looking, is they can work with a number of different action figures. So if you're doing like a Warhammer Necromunda or Necromunda stuff in Games Workshop, these can fit in as a Necromunda gang, which is nice. You know, I have an idea of making a Goliath gang for Necromunda in 118 scale, and they fit into other lines too. So if I get a Annex 2179, 2179 Eliza figure, let's just make her stand up properly first, and let's see how she scales in here. She is considerably bigger. They could almost work the same universe, but I know what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see Kate here, our cowboy Kate, with our Annex 2179 Detective Smith, who is one of the greatest 118 scale figures ever to be released. Colorings are quite different, but they could work together in the same universe. But look at the head size. I mean, if I take his hat off, he's got this mop of blonde hair. Take her hat off. Well, not a head, that was a head, not a hat. If I take her hat off, stick her head back on. The heads look like they are almost different scaled. So I feel the heads on these two new ones, Mara and Kate, are underscaled compared to the others. But they are nice looking figures. That much is indisputable. Well, for me anyway. I think they are fantastic looking figures. Glad I picked up. I've got another one of. Not sure if I'll keep them or custom them, pass them on, or stick them in my storage or things I've forgotten about, which is growing bigger and bigger, even though I've got less and less space. But they're really, really nice looking figures. Let me just stick holsters for pistols back on. Let's put one here. Very easy. Just pop it in. And then one on the other side here. It's just a push in, not too difficult, except our arms in the way. There we go. Sorry, as I was saying, fantastic looking figures. Worth noting they don't come with the paper inside like we've got with the other ones on Kotal-san Raja. But don't let that put you off, that's just a piece of paper. Fantastic looking figures. I think they look great. Just a shame about the heads. But yeah, really nice additions to your 1/18 scale. You can swap over a head if you want for a bigger head, or change the genre to more historic perhaps, apart from like the crop top boob tube and whatnot. But I think they look great in a number of different lines and genres. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and smash that notification bell icon to stay up to date news, reviews, videos. Again, please check out the Patreon, which you can find in the video description, along with discount codes for 4 different sellers of various different toys, mainly action figures and mainly 1/18 scale. I will see you in the next video. Stay happy and keep collecting. Bye bye.